They say the big ones stay deep, where the light don't reach. Just like the truth. The barber's just a dot on a mirror made of glass, watching all the dragonflies and heavy moments pass. I've been sitting on this bucket since the sky was turning red, chewing on the silence of the things I never said. The line is slack and easy, caught in the willow's hair, breathing in the poison of the stagnant humid air. I spark a little sage just to clear the water's face, looking for a rhythm in a slow and steady pace. The crickets all quiet in the tall and yellow grass, waiting for the secrets of the bottom feeders class. I'm a king of the lilies, I'm a servant of the mud, tracing every ripple in the heavy metal blood. Something's moving slow in the shadows underneath, hidden like a secret or a knife inside a sheath. You can't catch the future when you're tangled in the weeds, counting all the reasons for the things a body needs. And I'm a bottom feeder in a fucking shallow pond, looking for a reason just to eventually move beyond. Drop the hook, sink the lead, let the deep water quiet down the head. Yeah. This goddamn current is the only thing I feel in the world, made of plastic in the heavy metal steel, rolling slow, letting it weigh on a rusted out hook with a little bit of bait. The dragonflies are landing on the edge of my boot. I'm thinking about the garden in the heavy metal fruit. The bank is soft and muddy like the promises I kept, in the quiet kind of places where the rest of spirit slipped. I roll the green one slow, let the smoke hit the trees, bringing all the giants to the shaking tired knees. The bastard little sun is a hammer on the lake, testing every single little boundary I can break. I don't care if they bite, I don't care if I lose, I'm just here to navigate these bottom feeder blues. I'm a shadow on the water, I'm a ripple in the dark, waiting for the moment just to find a little spark. The line goes tight for a second, then it's gone. A long running story from the dusk until the dawn. It's a shitty way of winning, but a great way to be. Just a man on the edge of a heavy metal sea. Let it go, let it die, just enough to feel alive. Fucking shallow pond, looking for a reason just to eventually move beyond. Drop the hook, sink the lead, let the deep water quiet down the head. Nothing today, maybe tomorrow. The water knows. Water always knows. Some things don't wash off with the rain, they just sink deeper into the wood, deep into the grain. The porch is sagging like a bag that's carried too much, cold iron handles that are heavy to the touch. My shadow stretching out like a stain on the floor, tracing all the secrets that walk through that door. The wallpaper's peeling, showing layers of the past, knowing that the silence was the only thing to last. I got a pocket full of dust and a heart full of lead, chewing on the words that my old man never said. The kid kitchen light is buzzing like a dying winter fly, watching all the reasons for a hello and goodbye. I'm a king of the ghosts, I'm a servant of the rust, building up a monument of memories and dust. The wind is a whisper in the hollow of the wall, waiting for the moment that the heavy timber fall. You can't run from the dirt when it's under your skin, wondering where the hell the ending begins. And it's the iron grain of a fucking long life, carving out the spirit with a rusty pocket knife. Let the fire burn low, let the clock run slow into the dark, where the old habits go. This goddamn house is a part of my bone, in a town where the gravel is the only thing I've known. Rolling slow, letting it seep in the quiet miles where the restless spirits sleep. The barn is a skeleton against the lead-colored sky, where the dreams of the farmers went to wither and die. I found a rusted horseshoe in the weeds by the gate, a heavy metal reminder of a predetermined fate. The oil in the ground is like the blood in my vein, matching the tempo of the predictable pain. I'm turning over stones that were better left alone, tracing every fracture in a life of my own. The rain starts to fall with a steady-handed beat, cooling down the asphalt on the one-way street. I roll on up just to keep the hand still against the heavy shadow of the coming winter chill. Wind is a whisper in the hollow of the wall, waiting for the moment that the heavy timber fall. This shitty little rhythm is the only one I trust, the cycle of a life made of iron and a dust. And it's the iron grain of a fucking long life, carving out the spirit with a rusty pocket knife. Let the fire burn low, let the clock run slow into the dark, where the old habits go. This goddamn house is a part of my bone, in a town where the gravel is the only thing I've known. I ain't looking for an exit, I ain't looking for a light. I'm just finding my peace in the middle of the night. The ash is a mountain, the whiskey is thin. Everything I lost is where I eventually begin. It's a bastard kind of glory, it's a heavy metal story, and it's mine to keep. And it's the iron grain of a fucking long life, carving out the spirit with a rusty pocket knife. Let the fire burn low, let the clock run slow into the dark, where the old habits go. This goddamn house is a part of my bone, in a town where the gravel is the only thing I've known. Deep in the wood, in the grain, yeah, I'm still here, still here. The fence post is leaning like a tired old man, holding up a wire that's been here since the land began. The surveyor's ribbon is a streak of neon red, marking out the spaces where our fathers used to tread. The lawyer wears a suit that's worth more than my truck. Looking at my acres like it's something he can pluck. He talks about progress and the value of the view, but he don't know the dirt the way that me and Grandpa do. I got grease on my collar and red clay on my boots, while he's busy digging up the history of my roots. Every single acre is a chapter in the book of every single heavy metal chance that we eventually took. The sun's getting low behind the silo in the barn, spinning out a long-running piece of family on this goddamn paper that he's holding in his hand. Won't ever change the rhythm or the spirit of the land. And there's a war going on at the property line between his fucking greed and what's rightfully mine. Dig the hole, set the stone, leave an honest man to his God. Giving on the bank is a goat with a steady hand of greed, taking every single little thing that we eventually need. The tractor's in the shed with a leak in the coal. I can't afford to fix it till I settle up the score. The air is getting cold and the leaves are turning brown, watching all the reasons why the world is slowing down. I'll roll one up just to keep the anger still, looking at the shadows on the edge of the hill. This bastard little town is getting smaller every day, watching all the neighbors slowly wither away. My hands are like maps of the work I put in, fighting through the seasons where the profit was thin. But I ain't folding up and I ain't backing out. That's what being rooted is eventually all about. The crickets start to sing as the light starts to fade. I'm standing in the center of the life that I made. It's a shitty little fight, but I'm staying for the night, holding on to what is mine till the morning after light. Nothing but time now. Might as well watch the weeds grow right here on the edge. The iron jack is lifting 2 tons of heavy steel, while I'm trying to remember how the quiet's supposed to feel. The lug nuts are stubborn, locked in a rusted out grain, matching the tempo of a predictable slope burn and pain. I got grease on my fingers and the sun on my throat, standing in the shadow of a long-running dusty coat. I roll one up, let the smoke catch the heat against the rhythm of the tires on the one-way street. The cars are just blurs, a stream of neon and red, leaving me alone with all the things I never said. I'm a king of the gravel, I'm a servant of despair, in the poison of the hazy shimmering. The wind from the traffic is a fucking little sting, watching for a moment that the afternoon will bring. You can't outrun the puncture when the asphalt is blue. In the long-running story of the things I didn't do. And it's the shoulder season blues on a one-way track, trying to find a way just to get the spirit back. Lift the truck, turn the wrench, let the heavy metal in the silence drench. This goddamn highway is a ribbon of a lie, watching all the reasons why a man has to try. Rolling slow, letting it dry, in a beautiful story where the world had to stop. I found a rusted nickel in the dirt by by the wheel, a tiny little version of a heavy metal deal. The bastard little heat is a shimmer on the road, lightening the weight of a predictable load. I roll another one, let the green herbs burn, waiting for the love to eventually turn. This shitty little spare is a temporary grace, like a blurred out photo of a long forgotten face. The sky is a sheet of a lead colored gray, stolen from the center of a long running day. I'm a shadow in the weeds, I'm a bird on the wing, waiting for the doorbell of the morning to ring. The wind from the traffic is a fucking little sting, watching for a moment that the afternoon will bring. This bullshit rhythm is the only one I trust, in a cycle of a life made of iron and dust. Back on and the jack's in the bed, looking at the yellow line stretching out ahead. It's a shitty way of moving, but the only way I know. Disappearing slow in a predictable flow. Check the air, check the time. Everything I own isn't worth a single dime. Shoulder season blues on a one-way track, trying to find a way just to get the spirit back. Lift the truck, turn the wrench, let the heavy metal in the silence drench. This goddamn highway is a ribbon of a lie, watching all the reasons why a man has to try. On the road, keep it under 50. The weeds were nice though, yeah. Rolling slow. The neon open sign is the only heartbeat left, in a room full of lint and a world of the bereft. Hot soapy water spinning round and round, the only mechanical mercy I've found. Yeah. I'm sitting on a plastic chair, watching the spin, thinking about the places where the heavy dirt got in. Coffee in the paper cup, bitter and stone cold, tracing all the stories that the denim layers hold. There's a grease stain from a job I didn't want to keep, while the rest of the city is falling fast asleep. I roll one thin just to pass the drying time, looking for a rhythm in a life that doesn't rhyme. The dryer's humming low, a warm and steady song, fixing all the things that I eventually did wrong. I'm a king of the bubbles, I'm a servant of the suds, cleaning out the spirit while I'm washing out my dust. The agitator's clicking like a clock inside my head, beating out the rhythm of the things I never said. You can't bleach the memory when it's woven in the thread, counting all the hours on a thin and silver thread. And it's the agitator blues in the fucking 2 a.m., watching all the cycles start to begin again. Wash the pain, dry the soul, let the warm air make the broken whole, yeah. This goddamn rhythm is the only piece I trust, turning all the heavy metal heartache into dust, rolling slow, letting it soak in a half-lit room with a little bit of smoke. traffic softener smells like a field I used to know. Before I learned the reasons why the city doesn't grow, I find a folded 5 in the pocket of my coat, a tiny little lifeline for a man who's barely afloat. The windows fogged up with the steam of the night, hiding all the ghosts from the morning after light. I roll another one, let the green herbs do the work against the heavy shadows where the old habits lurk. The machines are all groaning like a chorus of the tired, thinking about the bridges that we eventually fired. I'm a shadow in the corner, I'm a number on the dial, walking through the static for a very long while. The agitator's clicking like a clock inside my head, beating out the rhythm of the things I never said. This shitty little cycle is the path I have to tread, watching for the focus on a thin and silver thread. Finished, bell rings out like a funeral chime. I'm folding up the pieces of my stolen little time. The air is heavy metal, the floor is cold stone. Before a minute in the suds I wasn't quite alone. It's a bastard kind of clean, it's a story in the scene, and it's mine. And it's the agitator blues in a fucking 2 a.m. Watching all the cycles start to begin again. Watch the pain dry the soul, let the warm air make the broken whole. One more quarter, one more spin. Crane is a dinosaur against a gray sky, watching all the clouds and the moments go by. My joints are an orchestra of pops and of clicks, building up an empire with mortar and with bricks. Are a maze of an architect's dream. Nothing on the job site is as easy as it seems. I'm tied to a harness at 40 stories high, watching all the pigeons in the traffic go by. The wind is a whistle through the hollow steel frame, when nobody remembers a working man's name. We're pouring out the concrete like we're pouring out our years, drowning out the rhythm of the predictable fears. The lunch pail is dented and the thermos is cracked, with a heavy kind of weight sitting right on my back. This fucking sun is a hammer on the neck, watching as the body eventually becomes a wreck. And it's rebar and bone in a city of stone, the only kind of rhythm that I've eventually known. Lift the beam, drive the nail in a long-running story of a predictable fail. The skyline is beautiful, but the cost is real high for the ones who have to build it till they eventually die. Shouting orders from the safety of the ground, while I'm looking at the reasons why the world is spinning round. The dust is a powder that settles in the lungs, speaking speaking in the language of the silver-plated tongues. We're experts at the art of the heavy metal strain, learning how to navigate the goddamn pain. I see my reflection in a window reflecting blue, wondering about the things that I'm never gonna do. I roll one up at the end of the shift, watching as the focus of the scenery will shift. The commute is an ocean and I'm caught in the flow of a long-running story that started years ago. The elevator's rolling as we head for the street, listening to the rhythm of 1,000 tight feet. It's a shitty way of living, but it's all that I can give, giving every single bit, just so I can say I live. There's a ghost in the cedar, a ghost in the pine, watching all the wreckage of this heavy life of mine. The smoke is rising lazy in a blue and steady line, waiting for the stars to eventually align. Burning old pictures in a chair that lost a leg, watching all the memories go drifting off the peg. The heat is like a blanket on a cold and lonely night, a slow burning fire in the middle of the light. The ashes falling soft like a gray and silent snow, covering the places where the grass won't ever grow. I roll one up for the things I'm letting go, looking for rhythm in a predictable flow. The embers are a map of a city made of spark, watching all the reasons for the coming of the dark. I'm a king of the kindling, I'm a servant of the flame, in a land where the shadows don't even have a name. The air is getting thick with the scent of the wood, everything is burning like I knew that it would. You can't fix the past with a fucking pile of coal, watching as the fire starts to swallow up the soul. And it's the cedar air's blues on a Saturday night, trying to find a way to make the goddamn spirit right. Burn the wood, let it glow, let the old habits into the chimney go. The shitty little fire is the only friend I see, watching all the pieces of a broken down me rolling slow, letting it burn, waiting for the seasons to eventually turn. The sparks are like bullets heading for the moon, a slow motion rhythm ending way too soon. I found a piece of lace in the bottom of the pile, it's been sitting in the dark for a very long while. The bastard little flame is a hungry kind of ghost, eating up the things that I eventually love most. I roll another one, let the green smoke blend with the heavy metal spirit of a long lost friend. The night is getting deeper, the whiskey is low, the only place I found where I can truly go slow. I'm a shadow in the garden, I'm a bird on the wing, waiting for the bells of the morning to ring. Just a glow in a bed of red and gray, stolen from the center of a long running day. It's a shitty way of ending, but a great way to start. cleaning out the wreckage of a heavy metal heart. Let it cool, let it die underneath the leaden sky. And it's the cedar ash blues on a Saturday night, trying to find a way to make the goddamn spirit right. Burn the wood, let it glow, let the old habits into the chimney go. Just dust now, just air, still here, yeah. Still here. Shake it slow, shake it slow, shake it slow. Watch the gray turn to blue, but it never quite looks like the real you. Never quite. Never quite. Yeah, the edges are all blurry and the colors are all wrong. A long running series of a don't quite belong. I'm looking at a face from a summer in the past, knowing that the focus wasn't eventually gonna last. The flash was like a lightning in a small and dusty room, capturing the spirit in a high-tech tomb. I wrote one up just to blur the edges too, against the heavy shadows of the things I didn't do. The lens is all scratched like a window in the bus, watching all the glory turn to heavy metal rust. I'm a king of the shutter, I'm a servant of the light, building up a gallery in the middle of the night. The chemicals are stinging like a fucking little lie, watching as the focus of the scenery will die. You can't freeze the moment when the camera is broke, in the long running story made of mirrors and the smoke. And it's the out of focus blues in a square of white, watching all the ghosts come to life in the light. Wait for it, watch it grow into the picture where the memories go. This goddamn snapshot is the only thing I own, and the town with the gravel is the only thing I've known. Rolling slow, letting it fade, in the center of a life that I eventually made. I got a drawer full of shadows and a heart full of grain, matching the tempo with the predictable pain. The vast, the little timer is a ticking in the soul, watching all the pieces that will make me feel whole. I rolled a green one, watch the smoke hit the glass, watching all the years and the could-have-beens past. The shitty little camera is a thief on the shelf, reflecting all the versions of a long-lost self. The light leaks in like a secret through a crack, and there ain't a way it's turning the hell back. I'm a shadow in the frame, I'm a ghost in the pose, watching as the focus of the evening time grows. The chemicals are dry and the picture is set, a long running series of a heavy metal debt. It's a shitty little ending to a beautiful day, watching all the daylight slowly wither away. Flip it over, put it down in the quiet hollow town, and it's the out of focus blues in a square of white, watching all the ghosts come to life in the light. Wait for it, watch it grow into the picture where the memories go. One more for the road, blurry is better anyway. Out of focus. The peppermint pole is a swirl of red and white, a slow burning beacon in the middle of the light. The scent of the talcum and the heavy metal spray, tracing all the patterns of a long running day. seats in the chair, talking about that high school game, where the faces change but the stories stay the same. The floor is an ocean of the gray and of the brown, watching all the hair of the boys in this town. The straight razors gliding like a skater on the ice, paying for a shade with a heavy metal price. We're trading all the secrets that a quiet man can keep, while the rest of the valley goes quietly to sleep. The mirror is a gallery of lines and scars, reflecting all the nights underneath the cold stars. This goddamn clock is a thief on the wall, watching for the moment that the seasons start to fall. And it's the barbershop blues and a little bit of smoke, between the honest truth and a predictable joke. Snip the ends, clear the mind, leaving all the noise of the city behind. We're just sitting on the bench till the sun goes gray, watching all the daylight slowly wither away. The newspaper's yellowed and the coffee is old, just like all the stories that eventually get told. The bastard little wind is a spirit at the door, watching all the dust settle down on the floor. I roll one up when the shop starts to close, watching all the shadows as the evening time grows. My old man's reflection is sitting in my face, a familiar kind of ghost in an unfamiliar place. Life's a long rhythm with a predictable end, looking for a reason just to find a new bend. Right here in the chair, I'm feeling just fine, with a pocket full of calm and a little bit of time. The close sign is flipped and the lights go low, watching all the people as they eventually go. It's a shitty little rhythm, but it's mine for the day, watching all the daylight slowly wither away. Here comes the machine, washing away the sins of the night, before the sun gets too bright. Sweep it all away. Yeah. The brushes are a rhythm on the cold and dirty stone, the only kind of music that the morning's ever known. It's 4:45 and the air is thin and blue, watching all the things that the city didn't do. The sweeper is a giant with the heavy metal heart, pulling all the wreckage of the evening time apart. I roll a thin green one, watch the shadows dance in the quiet kind of miles where we never had a chance. The gutters are all choked with the papers in the glass, watching all the reasons for a slow motion pass. I'm a king of the curb, I'm a servant of the broom, cleaning out the spirit in the high-tech room. The water spraying mist in the fucking silver cloud, the only kind of language that is never too loud. You can't hide the debris when the sun begins to rise, and it's the street sweeper blues on a Tuesday dawn, watching all the wreckage till the night get gone. Clear the path, sweep the street, let the heavy rhythm make the morning sweet. This goddamn silence is a beautiful thing, before the bells of the office start to ring, rolling slow, letting it clean. The purest kind of peace that I've eventually seen, The driver's just a shadow behind the heavy glass, watching all the moments of the used to be past. I see my reflection in the side of the tank, a long running story of a nothing in the bank. The bastard little wind is a spirit in the dust, building up a monument of memories and rust. I roll another one, let the herbs hit the soul, losing all the pieces that will make me feel whole. This shitty little city is a skeleton, a home in a valley made of iron and a heavy metal chrome. I'm a shadow on the bench, I'm a bird on the wing, waiting for the doorbell of the morning to ring. The truck moves on to the next empty block, following the rhythm of a steady-handed clock. It's a shitty kind of glory, it's a heavy metal task, but it's the only kind of mercy that a man could ever ask. Let it spin, let it spray, watching all the daylight slowly wither away. And it's the street sweeper blues on a Tuesday dawn, watching all the wreckage of the night get gone. Clear the path, sweep the street, let the heavy rhythm make the morning sweet. First start, at least for an hour, yeah. Clean streets, the dashboard is a cockpit. The dashboard is a cockpit of 1,000-mile flight, chasing down the ghost of the morning afterlight. The coffee is a poison in a styrofoam cup, waiting for the sun just to eventually come up. The white lines are stitches on the skin of the road, carrying the weight of a heavy metal load. The CB is humming with the voices of the tide, thinking about the day that they eventually get fired. I pass through Nebraska like a ghost in the rain, matching the tempo with a predictable pain. The diner's a relic with the flickering sign, watching all the choices that are keeping me in line. I got a picture on the visor of a girl and a dog, watching all the scenery get lost in the farthest fucking road. Is a ribbon that won't ever end, sealing up the coffin of a predetermined fate. And it's the logbook blues and 100-mile stare, breathing in the poison of the recycled air. Shift the gear, check the time, everything I own isn't worth a single dime. The world is a blur in the side view glass, watching all the shadows of the used to be past. The diesel is a perfume that I learned how to hate, waiting for the moment that the cargo will be late. The goddamn wipers are a rhythm on the glass, watching all the years and the could have beens past. The truck stop is a temple for the lonely and the bored. Everything I've had is what I eventually afford. I roll one up when I pull off to the side, with nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. The engine is a roar that is filling in my head, wishing I was sleeping in a gravity-bound bed. But I'm a king of the gravel, I'm a guide of the lane, trying to find a way just to stay halfway sane. The headlights cutting through the thick of the dark, looking for a reason just to find a little spark. This is a shitty way of living, but it's all that I know. Disappearing slow on a one-way track.